And you heard that right. Sugar actually healed my A1C levels, improved my blood sugar numbers, helped my thyroid, my energy, my stress levels, and even gave me brain power. I know you could be wondering how that's possible, but I'm going to talk to you about that today. And I wouldn't tell you this if it weren't true. And so I want to share a little bit about my story and be as transparent as possible so you can understand how to leverage sugar. And again, you heard that right. I'm going to help you to understand what sugar can do for your body if it's done in the right way. And so you want to stick with me because there is a right and a wrong way to leverage sugar for your overall well-being. And restricting themselves of eating harmful things is what's really getting them the results. And sometimes you can misunderstand and misread that and think that, oh, this particular diet works and what I'm eating on this diet work and it should work for the rest of my life. But you're not taking into consideration everything that's happening with your body when you eliminate other foods that you may not have known is bothering you. So when you're on a diet, even if, for example, you restrict the diet and let's say you're eating all of one thing, whether it's all meat or all vegetables and all fruit or whatever, say you restrict that diet, well, you have also restricted all of the other junk that you were eating too. So it may not be that you're eating all of this and all of that is healing your body, but it could just be that because you're eating that, you're not eating all of this other stuff, all of this other processed junk that was harming your body. And I'm like, why is it hard for me to work out? Then I started noticing throughout the day, I was just really tired and I was getting enough sleep. It wasn't like my sleep was bad or anything. I just was tired all the time. And I remember for about 6 months wondering, why am I so tired when I'm eating quote unquote healthy? And it was just mind-boggling to me. Like it was crazy to think that I was tired so much and I just could not understand it. And I tried everything, to help the situation, but it just would not work. Right. And so that is when I started to think back and I was like, okay, when did I have the most energy and how did I feel and what was I eating in my life? And so I kind of went back to my 20s and I was like, okay, I was eating a lot of carbs but I was eating high quality carbs. They weren't like junk all the time. And I'm like, I remember like killing it at the gym. I mean, I could go forever. Then I started thinking, I wonder if I need my body to have more sugar so that I could use the sugar for fuel in my workouts. Because I knew that endogenously, my body was making sugar and I was probably using that as fuel from my protein, right? And so the body will take protein and make sugar from the protein because that's how important sugar is to the body, right? And so, and I would tell people, hey, you don't necessarily need sugar to live, but you really do because honestly, if your blood sugar drops too low, then you die. Besides the fact that I still believe in bioindividuality, which is like everybody is different. And so there's a different route to get to the place where your body can utilize more sugar. And some people may take one route and another person may take another route. And here's what's interesting is that I always say you should take the route of your psychology. What is easiest to you? What is more doable to you? Because if you can take a first step in that direction, then it's like a domino effect. And then you can get to another direction where somebody else, they may say, hey, that's not easy for me. That's actually hard and exhausting. So I would rather do it this way. Well, then you do it that way. But psychology and biology and physiology, like they all matter. I have to tell people all the time, stop doing what you don't want to do for people. All right. Now, there's some things that you may not want to do that you should do, but stop living for people and learn how to tap into doing things that you really love, you really enjoy, and living the life that you're designed to live. So now, if you are one of those people that do eat real food, but you're fasting a lot, you still might have nutritional deficiency because you're too restrictive. Restriction doesn't need to be for people who eat real food and who have a good relationship with food. It needs to be for people who need to be restrictive. So you might be somebody who's like, I fast all the time, but I eat real food and I have a good relationship with food, but you're still wondering, why maybe you're not losing weight or why things are happening to you in your body. Well, it's because you're starving